Hey guys, welcome to TBBBAP. Okay.
I'm Phantom Horn.
And I'm Cake Standard.
Today, instead of talking about cartoons or whatever, we're gonna talk about the new fashion line from Suri Polomare.
And it's from a local Ponyville artist.
Oh my God.
And she's really starting to make big waves in Manhattan, and we are so proud of her.
I know, it's really exciting, and we really we want to support her in a new career in Manhattan, so we want to give her a big round of applause.
Yay! What happened?
I think that incredibly generous round of applause we gave has dispelled the coldness and cynicism that comes from life in the big city.
Wow, it's so generous of us.
I know, I'm really impressed.
Well, anyway, let's get back to what we're really here to do. Bitch about ponies.
Awesome!
I'm Cake Standard.
And I'm Phantom Horn. And we're TBBBAP. That's TBBBAP.
Two best brothers bitching about ponies. And today's episode is Rarity Takes Manehattan.
That's season 4, episode 7?
8.
8. Season 8. Season 8, episode 4. So I went into Rarity Takes Manehattan as spoiled as possible. I looked up everything about this episode that was out there to be found. Whereas Keg...
I didn't look up anything. I didn't know anything about this episode before it came out. I only knew that it was a Rarity episode.
Right, and I think you knew the title.
Yes, I did. That's how I knew it was a Rarity episode.
Yeah. Overall impression, I loved this episode. It was great.
You loved it?
Yeah. I think it was a very good episode of MLP.
Really?
Yep.
That's saying a lot.
It is.
I thought, personally, it was a good episode, but in fact, I loved a lot about this episode, and then there were some things that I was kind of lukewarm about. You know, but overall, definitely a generally positive impression. Way better than that fucking Bats episode, which, you know, admittedly, was a little better than I gave it credit for upon a second watching.
Here are my thoughts. This season has had, I think it's only really had like 2 real slice of life episodes. And they were Flight to the Finish, and now Rarity Takes Manhattan.
Yep.
And I loved them both.
Yeah.
Flight to the Finish.
They were great.
Flight to the Finish is one of my top episodes.
Definitely.
Overall, ever. But I thought that maybe that was just because, like, I happened to be such a fan of the concept, so I was thinking, oh no, maybe that was just a fluke that I liked it so much, and like it's not good writing. It's just, you know, they hit upon something that really I enjoyed, and then so like this episode, I kind of expected it to be slice of life because like I knew it was gonna happen. I knew that it was about she goes and she's in a contest and she gets her design stolen. So I was like, man, that was the only slice of life, and it was the only one that I really liked. And without that one, this season's kind of so I was afraid, but this did it. This one has saved my expectations. I'm no longer as freaked out about the future of MLP. I'm a little reassured by this.
Me too, because the season has been in steady decline since Flight to the Finish, which was a super peak.
It had a couple of
what did we have after that? We had
Daring Don't.
Oh God, Daring Don't, Power Ponies, and then Bats, which was just straight downhill for me.
Yeah, none of them was great or impressed me that much.
There were some major flaws with some, like Daring Don't. Why is she real? Let's not get into it.
We talked about that one. So, like I said, I was very spoiled. I went into this episode really expecting to hate it. I expected disappointment. So I made some predictions, and I said to Keg, you know,
yes, he did.
If I have 2 predictions. If either one don't come true, I'll be really disappointed. To say nothing of both of them.
Did they come true?
No, neither one came true.
Neither one came
but
true.
I still liked it.
Okay, well, what were they?
Here are my predictions. My first prediction was because I knew that the conflict of the episode would be that someone steals Rarity's designs. Or their fabric, as it turned out. Whatever, same idea. And I predicted that the ending would be that she lets them get away with it, basically. So my other prediction was because I had seen the song, I knew that it was like about generosity. I thought that this would be an episode in which they learn a lesson specifically related to their element, and they would get a key to the box.
Ah, that was your prediction.
I thought that
would have made a lot of sense.
I thought that because this would be a generosity episode, that a key would appear.
But it didn't.
Where
are the fucking keys?
Yeah. Okay.
They said that was going to be a season-long thing.
I was ready to like pan this episode. I went to bed last night thinking, if there's no key, I'm going to be so pissed. Because we're like a third through this season.
Yeah.
And fucking Megan McCarthy. By the way, Megan McCarthy, all the writers in MLP, I really just do not care for your cute little snide, I know what happens this next episode tweets. Anyone else with me on this?
Yeah.
That the writers' tweets bug me. So I expected that either there would be a key or I would fucking flip my shit because, we're like a third...
Why didn't I think of that? That makes so much sense.
Because we're like a third... Well, you didn't know about the song and the generosity.
Oh, that's true.
That's why I had the whole thought.
Makes sense.
So, because we're like a third through the season and still no key.
No key.
And Megan fucking McCarthy is like, season-long arc.
What a load of shit that was.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, so if we don't start moving this along, then I'm really going to have no choice but to be like, okay, so by season-long character arc, you mean it all happens in the season finale.
The season premiere and the season finale.
Yeah. So we said last time that Fluttershy's fang really seemed like more than just a gag.
It did.
It really seemed not like maybe it wouldn't be important, but like something that would definitely be referenced in the future. And the thread at the
thread.
When she gave her the box, I was like, does it have a key?
Is it a key? Is it a key?
I thought that.
Key!
But no, it was the thread. But the thread is obviously important.
The thread's gotta come back.
Because
what if it doesn't fucking come back? I'll be so mad. Because I don't know, is the Fang gonna come back? Is the comic book gonna come back? The Pony of Shadows.
The comic book is magic. We don't know how it works. It vanishing could be just a convenient way to get rid of it.
It's stupid, but I guess.
I wouldn't mind. The Fang, it's cute. I can see them referencing it in the future, even if it isn't important. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, it's not super important.
This thread, though, does nothing on its own.
Nothing.
The only reason they would give it that emphasis is because it will come back.
Not to mention...
So I'm convinced that there's something to this now. And so maybe I'm not mad because I'm thinking maybe it does involve the keys. Like maybe it really is an arc and all these... And some, not all of them. Because apparently there was a tweet or an interview in which someone on the staff confirmed that the Pony of Shadows is not a recurring thing.
Why would they do that?
But that's only... Someone asked them. But that's only the Pony of Shadows. That doesn't say anything about... the Fang, or more importantly, this thread. So maybe this really is all building to something, and it really does come into the box and the keys, and we just haven't seen it yet. I could believe it.
And just as a further point to that, I'm pretty sure when she put the rainbow thread down, it was among 6 threads, and maybe it was just me, but it looked like all the colors were themed as one of the ponies, and then the rainbow one as like the magic of friendship. They always... The rainbow blast that comes from the elements of harmony.
That is exactly...
It seems... Yeah.
That is exactly what I was thinking,
okay,
too.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Even though it kind of was weird because you'd think the rainbow thread would be Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
She's the blue one.
Yes, and now the most important one of all, the Rainbow Dash thread.
Before we were just 6 friends, but now we've got Rainbow Dash. It needs to be said, I think... This episode was kind of a lot like previous Rarity episodes in a lot of ways.
That's absolutely true.
Like, we see her at her best and worst, like, at the same time a lot. We saw it in Sonic Rainboom. We kind of saw it in Green Isn't Your Color.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
And just Rarity...
Not an art of the dress, she was just perfect the whole time.
And, yeah.
Because she is best fucking pony.
That's true. Plus, Rarity is just a very polarizing character. A lot of people hate her because they don't understand...
Idiots!
The subtleties. They don't fucking stand that when a character can express a trait in multiple ways, some good and some bad. Like, a lot of people think Rarity is greedy, or selfish, or self-centered, or egotistical, or
Fools!
And they don't see... Yeah, and they discount all those times when she clearly is being generous.
But now they've got this episode where she shows she's generous like 50 times.
Well, yeah, but they also show her being, being selfish
that's
too.
That's true.
So nothing new.
You're right, it is nothing new.
Yeah, I'm sad to say it. All that said, I thought that the conflict was very believable. Even though it wasn't completely unlike what we've seen before, it still struck home. And maybe the fact that it was like the Rarity conflicts we've seen before is a strength here, because the previous Rarity conflicts were very believable, and like the way she acts in this one and in previous outings, I could see myself doing the same thing. So when she, because in Rarity's mind, she like deserves their help, like of course what she is asking of them is not as much as like what she's given to them. So in her mind, like, she's owed it. Like, she gave it freely. She gave this gift freely at first. And yet, like, she still had, like, an idea of its value. And then when a time came when, like, she needed something, she expected it. And that's bad.
We've all been in that position before.
That's bad. Yeah, but like people do that.
I do that. I've done that.
I think we're all guilty of this kind of thing.
It's very relatable.
This is a relatable character flaw. One that is like, yeah.
Hey, did I ever tell you about my trip to Manhattan?
Oh, your frat exchange.
Yeah, that's right. In college, I did a frat exchange with Manhattan University. Another member of my frat I swapped places with. You might know him. His name is Flash Sentry.
Oh, yeah, Flash Sentry, of course.
Yeah, this guy is an absolute beast among the ladies, man. He taught me everything I know.
One of those kind of stallions, eh?
That's right. Right.
I think I remember seeing some of his family in this episode.
Really?
Yeah, during the song, when Rarity puts the scarf around that guy, he looked like he could have been Flash Sentry's dad.
Okay.
His Earth Pony dad. And when she takes the taxi to the hotel, that looked like it also could have been Flash Sentry's Earth Pony dad.
Taxi driver. Hey, that sounds like his 2 gay dads.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah, having 2 gay dads really made a man out of him.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it would. I hate our nuclear family.
Me too.
So, Suri Polomare?
What a bullshit name is that?
Oh, yeah. Is it a pun?
It's gotta be a pun. I mean, polo, like the shirts. That's all I got.
I suspect it's probably like a bastardized name of some fashion industry.
Yeah, probably.
Person. Hey, I really liked her. What did you think of her?
Oh, her voice was so sexy. Holy shit, dude. Okay.
When she was like, when she first did I was like, whoa. That was like another like line delivered in this episode that I was just, what the fuck am I hearing right now?
Not to mention,
it was such a little thing, but it was so great. Unique. Yeah. I was like, I never expected to hear a pony say that.
I was blown away. And she kind of reminded me of Rarity's mom. I know you said that too.
That was the first thing I said when I saw her, and which is, I don't know if it was intentional because she's supposed to be like this kid out of Rarity's past, so I assume they grew up together in Ponyville.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They both have kind of this towny quality.
That's true.
They both have this sort of like kind of doofy hair. I don't know. Am I just imagining a similarity there?
I saw a similarity. It might just be incidental though.
Yeah, she's a character out of Rarity's past. Intentional or not, she reminded me of Rarity's mom. Yep. And I really liked that connection.
Me too.
It was perfect. But for all that good stuff I have to say about her, she was also one of the problems of the episode for me.
Yeah?
How unambiguously evil she is. It's disappointing that she wasn't she would have been a more compelling villain if like she didn't think she was doing anything wrong.
That's true.
And if she wasn't like, or if like that was just her one flaw, but she was really nice to her assistant. Like she wasn't just an all around bad person.
You're right.
When I saw her abusing her manservant, I was like, oh, she's a fucking mustache twirling villain now. So
okay, but in her defense and in defense of the episode, when Rarity knew her, she was a nice person, and she's become this way.
We don't see it.
Hold on, PH. As a result of being in Manhattan for an extended period of time, she has become like this because we see in the song other people behave in similar ways to her. So, this isn't just a her problem. They're saying that this is something that happens living in this kind of society for too long. And Rarity is sort of the breath of fresh air, giving everybody a little taste of generosity for the first time in a long time.
I guess I see what you mean. I still think she was a little too evil.
I agree.
I still think she should have been given we should have seen her behave a little more sympathetically to make her a little more believable.
Especially when her assistant comes in at the end and is like, "I'm sorry, my boss is so evil, everyone. I'm so sorry about that."
That's my other maybe my only other real flaw with this episode is that the ending is it's resolved with an exposition dump.
Yeah, which is kind of lame.
They totally tell, don't show like the whole ending.
Yeah, I wanted to see like a award ceremony or something. I don't know.
She's just like, hey, by the way, you won this trophy. There was a big ceremony.
Yeah, you should have been there.
We had a cake. I'm sorry you missed it. Anyway, thanks for the job. Thanks for giving me your job.
Oh, what was up with that? Rarity just okay. First of all, I really liked that they were gonna make Rarity like. They put all these signs like, oh, she took a job in Manhattan. Everyone's like, oh no, Rarity's going to be gone? For how long?
They totally got me. I
was super sad.
I thought it was actually going to change something. I thought maybe in like the next episode, Rarity wouldn't be there. And that would have been so cool. Because God forbid we have an episode in season 4 without all the fucking ponies hanging around.
Okay, let's talk about that right now. Yeah. Why does every episode have every single pony in it? Season 2, Season 3... Probably season 1, I don't remember. Yeah, season 1.
No, it wasn't like this.
Yeah, they did not need to have every episode. Okay, Daring Don't, why were they all there? No reason.
No.
This episode, why were they all there? I mean, Rarity took them to a show. That was nice, but they didn't need to go.
No. There could have been some reason why it was just her and one of them that actually mattered.
Fluttershy, who, knows so... I don't know, she could help.
Yeah, she could have
be an
gone
assistant.
with Fluttershy. Maybe Twilight could have been in... Maybe going
She's a good secretary.
to see more of the world. I don't know. They could have thought of a million reasons to not have all fucking 6 of them there.
Instead,
5 of whom are just standing in the background
stand there
blinking.
And do nothing. They just do nothing the whole episode, except do their little cute moment every once in a while, Pinkie Pie style.
There's no reason.
It's lazy writing, is what it is.
I don't know.
Just do something interesting.
I don't know if it's lazy writing as much as just a completely baffling decision.
They need next episode. Pinkie Apple Pie.
Oh,
it's gonna be Pinkie Pie and Applejack and her family. They
Yeah.
better not show up in that episode, or I'm gonna lose my mind.
I just don't know why they're doing this to me. It's not episode ruining.
No,
but
not by a long shot.
it does make me shake my head and go, why are they all there?
Yeah.
I don't need them. So Rarity, we see some interesting magic from Rarity in this episode.
Yeah.
She fixes that wagon wheel, just like she fixed that branch onto that tree. In the Applejack
right,
one,
when she sees the taxi with the broken wheel during the song, she magically repairs the wheel the exact same way that she repaired the branch in the sleepover episode.
What I'm saying is this season has really powered up Rarity's magic. Really, it's
That's not even true, because she did the same spell before.
We've finally seen that unicorns really are the superior race, and I am proud to count myself among them, whether or not anyone else extends me the same courtesy. We've seen we've seen another use of her repair spell.
Yep.
In Bats, we saw her, the Rarity signal, which Twilight also had.
It's just a light, but yeah.
I find it interesting, a study of what our horns can and can't do.
What spells can you cast, Phantom Horn? What's your repertoire of spells?
Okay, look up in the sky.
Yeah.
See that cloud?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it change shape.
Okay.
Okay, just watch it.
Okay.
See?
It's not changing shape.
See, it's moving.
It's moving a little bit.
Yeah,
the way clouds do.
I'm thinking maybe it'll just keep moving that way. See, it's going.
All right, good work.
I'm trying. Okay, I haven't always known about my horn. It's not like other horns. It's less obvious, less tangible. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm still working on it.
All right.
My magic might be the same, a little less, empirically verifiable, you might say. That doesn't make it any less real.
You haven't been the same ever since you changed your name. Why would you throw away the name that our parents gave you for this Phantom Horn bullshit?
Nothing against the Standard family. I'm a proud member of the Standard family. I just didn't feel the calling that Mom and Pop intended for me. Making sandwiches? I like sandwiches, but a whole life making them. I didn't want to live my life.
You should have been honored to make those sandwiches.
I didn't want to be substandard. I knew who I was meant to be the moment I went to the Summer Sun celebration and saw that glorious rod rise above the horizon. I knew that was the life for me.
All right, you fucking weirdo. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up this week's episode of TBBAP. That's two best brothers bitching about ponies. I'm Kick Standard.
And I'm Phantom Horn. We'll see you next time.